Welcome to Disaster Party Podcast. As always, this is Rob Sidania.
And daddy, it's your boy Andy Bivians. It's Bivians, the one true daddy of Bivians, INC.
Yes, yes, yes. And this is our news roundup. For those who don't know, this is when we go around the internet, we find things that we think are interesting and share with you. We also share a little bit about our lives, so get ready. If you did not notice, for those on camera, I just sipped some coffee.
I'm taking a pre-workout. You can see exactly how different our lives are.
This is not our normal PM nighttime record. This is our daytime record, our before 9 a.m. record. So this is unusual for us.
Facts.
But
I feel like
anyways,
recording before 9. I feel like we're grinding. It's
yeah,
early. We're
yeah.
getting
I
it
mean,
done.
I've been up since before 7 with a child waking up screaming, "Daddy, Mama," and you're like, "Oh shit."
Time to get up.
Yeah. So today's July 5th. Yesterday was July 4th. Happy July 4th. Merry July 4th. Blah blah blah. Did you anything
Yeah.
for? Did you? Well, how's your week been, Andy?
It's been good. First off, thank you for all the veterans out there who have protected and served this country and kept it free and safe for all of us, and risked their lives with their family and their friends to do so. Um, my week has been good. Um, same spiel, work, training. Although I do have a random quick story. So I wrestled another show this weekend. So second show back. And this particular company I haven't wrestled for in probably 4 years. And it's funny. Like, I don't think I'll be going into a lot of detail about like personal things, but um, it's interesting that. So here's what happened. So I was a surprise entrant into one of the matches. I was the surprise tag partner. So I came out and I'm standing in the ring, and there was a decent amount of people in there, and every single one of them started chanting "Welcome back."
That's
Normally,
that's cool.
it, it's awesome. Normally, it's like, yeah, this is awesome. But for the first time, I literally stood there and kind of soaked that in and was like, damn, I didn't realize, because it's been a really shitty week for me. Like, not gonna lie, like almost to the point of making decisions on changing some big life things.
Oh wow.
Shitty week. So to have that happen and standing there, it was like, yo, that's what I've needed all week. Just like that. I don't want to say like that appreciation, but like
Validation almost.
almost to be like, okay, this is why I do what I do. This is why I wake up every day. This is why I hit the gym before work. This is why I train so hard. It's for moments like that. I had a little kid come up to me and he was like, when I grow up, I'm going to be a pro wrestler. We're going to wrestle. And I was like, bet. Me and you are going to become the tag team champions. And the smile that hit this kid's face. And his mom and dad were just like, thank you so much for that. Like, you have no idea how much that made his night. Like, moments like that is was powerful, especially this week.
That's awesome.
How was
Hey,
yours?
you're gonna have to tell me what's going on after off pod.
Word.
Yeah,
We'll talk.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now my week's been literally normal. We've been trying to figure out daycare stuff because uh, we got lucky. A kid at daycare got exposed um, to COVID,
Ooh.
and basically something what it was like he wasn't. It was like 2 Fridays ago he wasn't there, but Banks was there, so he didn't get exposed. But then the kid went to daycare on Monday, last Monday, and Banks doesn't go on Monday. And then the parents of the kid said they tested positive, and then they basically had to test the kid because of it, and then the kid tested positive.
Oh man.
So thankfully, Banks wasn't there on that day. And then, so the daycare lady had to close. She had to close for like whatever 10 days or whatever. So he can't go back until like the end of this week. So we've been trying to
Um,
figure out like, okay, who's gonna work here, when, how, who's gonna watch them, who's that, blah, 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 blah. So it's
yeah.
been a little bit of a hectic in that sense.
He's feeling okay though. Like everything's good with him.
Oh yeah, he didn't get exposed at all. So
Good.
yeah, it was lucky actually. Like the
Yeah.
timing just so happened to be lucky. The crazy thing is apparently these parents, both of these parents, were vaccinated.
Again,
It doesn't eliminate you getting it, but it's pretty rare to.
but see, like that's what, and I deal with this every day. You know, people they come in like, especially for like a medical facility where you still have to wear your mask because you have sick people around you, and they come in and they bring out their tough chest and they're like, I've been vaccinated, I don't need a mask. Da 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 da. All right, well, asshole, there's still people here who can fucking die, so
Yeah,
put it on.
yeah.
And it's like, even though you're vaccinated, you could still get sick. It
Hmm.
just won't be as bad.
Hmm.
And then if you give it to somebody else, they could get it worse.
Hmm.
And I don't know.
Yeah. Did you do anything yesterday for the fourth?
Yeah. I went to one of my coworkers and had a barbecue there.
Nice,
We threw down some steak, some chicken. It was awesome.
nice.
And then I went to Lolo's house where I
I
got
don't
to
know
see
who
all
that
the
is.
boys. Uh, Let's Scouser.
Oh, okay, okay.
And got to see all the boys there. So
Nice.
I got to hang out with them. Got to see a bunch of people I haven't seen in a very long time. Lit off some fireworks. You know, it was a good night.
Nice, nice, nice.
Good night.
Yeah.
What did you do?
We went to her dad's house and lit like little fireworks in the front yard
Nice.
because like we wanted to do it for Banks, but he doesn't stay up past like the sun goes down at 9, or and he's sleeping by like 7:30, so we had to do it earlier.
Facts. He
Yeah.
probably still enjoyed it though.
No, he hated it.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, he hated it. He
Was it the
just
loud bang or was it just like the light itself?
no, it was the Banks.
Ah,
He was like, ah, like okay, but he also doesn't like loud noises. So, um,
that's
uh,
fair.
so let's jump into it. Before we jump
Word.
into it, remember to like, share, rate, review, subscribe, and follow to Disaster Party Pod on all social media platforms, including YouTube. All right, so Bitcoin Rob, real quick, let's do it. Celsius Network, this is an app that Andy and I both use. They have really good interest rates. They're almost like a crypto savings bank. And they just announced that they're starting their own Bitcoin mining farm, I guess. So the reason why it's like a bigger deal is because they basically, it's like a bank. Like the way that they pay out the interest is, they give out loans and then they give you like percentage back order. So basically, the Bitcoin farm is going to allow them to give out the interest payments without necessarily needing the loans. So, for any reason, the loans, like people don't take out loans for whatever reason, like they still have something that they could pay out on the interest. And I wouldn't be surprised if they increase their interest rates, to be honest, on Bitcoin.
I believe
Because
that because I'll have more coming in.
yeah. So real quick, as of 9:04 on July 5th, the Bitcoin price is 33,543.23 cents. It's been dancing between 33 and 36. It looks like it's starting to feed back up. Time will tell. I just keep buying the dip, because when this thing goes up to 150, 200,000, 300,000, a million eventually, 33,000 is going to be looked at as a sale. So I just keep buying.
Same thing happened when it was 7,000.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Remember when it crashed to 3, then went up to like 12, and then went down to 7, and then slowly faded back up, and then it went to 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So
Just kept rising. It's
mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
All right. So, I learned this week that there is a new trailer for the Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms movie that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about it because it's It's done by Warner Brothers, even though everybody's been hating Warner Brothers recently for their live action movies. But if you know, everybody hates DC for their live action, but they love DC for their animated movies.
Hmm.
This one's done by the exact same company. So I actually have faith in this. It looks really good, and literally everybody is in it. So I'm excited to see that.
I mean, the trailer looks sick. It was basically saying that it's like the final Mortal Kombat, and it's like all the realms, all the Earths are all this one last final combat. But apparently, there's a movie before this one, Scorpion's Revenge or something, and this is a continuation of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
So I'm
trailer looks
wondering.
sick.
Yeah, it does. I'm wondering if they're doing the same thing they did for DC, where they had like Flashpoint Paradox, and then every movie after that was built in like the same universe type deal,
Mm.
and then they had the last Justice League movie, which kind of tied everything together. So that'd be cool if they do something like that. Mortal Kombat hasn't had anything like that in forever. So
I mean, the trailer made me want to go watch it, but then when I saw it's like straight to DVD and Blu-ray, I was like, wait, it's not on demand. You would think that they would put that on like HBO Max or something.
um, there's still time.
True.
There's still time.
Did you see this? Did you ever play this game actually, Dynasty Warriors?
I think so.
Dude, I used to play Dynasty Warriors all the time. It's like a stupid little, well, it's not stupid and it's not a little game at all. It's actually it's like I don't even know how to try it. It's like one of those games that like you're one character, you're going to face an army by yourself, and you're like so overpowered that you have like swords and stuff, and you just can go in there and kill like 20 guys with one swipe kind of thing. Like,
Yes, I have seen
yeah,
that.
it's like one of those games. But Dynasty Warriors like made those games kind of famous, and I think there's like 15 Dynasty Warrior 15 at this point. Like, there's so many of it. Apparently, I didn't even know this, but Netflix made a Netflix original movie, Dynasty Warriors, and it's supposed to be based off the game. I have not watched it, but everything I've read about it says it's god awful.
I mean, I don't under I don't know how you can make a movie like that that doesn't seem realistic.
No, it doesn't. But I'm like, now I'm kind of like, if I have free time one day, I think I might put it on just to be like, wow, this is rough.
I'm down to do that.
Yeah.
I'm down to actually. I have off today, so if I can find it, I'll watch it, and maybe I'll give my take on it on the other portion of our podcast.
Word. Did you? I didn't put this in here, but did you see that Chris Pratt movie, Tomorrow Realm thing? I don't know what it's called.
The army one.
Yeah, the army one, the time
Yeah.
travel one. Apparently, that's also really bad. Like, IGN gave it a 3 out of 10, and they were like,
Damn.
"Yeah, the story doesn't make sense. The time traveling doesn't make sense. Like, Chris Pratt is like, why is he in this movie?" And it's like,
That's
yeah.
that's terrible.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's bad.
I was really excited to watch it, and then I keep seeing these reviews, and I'm like, well,
And see, I would have been excited to see that because Anthony Mackie's in one too, and I was like,
oh, really?
oh okay, Falcon. Like, yeah, I'll watch this. It wasn't bad. It was decent. The story was a little weird, but like it wasn't bad. And then I saw that, and then the small clip they have on Netflix looked pretty good. Is it on Netflix yet? Or
Amazon Prime. It's an
oh,
Amazon
okay.
movie.
So I probably saw the trailer like on Instagram or something.
Yeah,
But the small bit I saw of it, I thought it was gonna
yeah.
be
It,
decent.
it looked good, like through the trailer, like you said, but apparently it's just not. Did you see this? Apparently, Kevin Feige and some other people at Marvel are pissed at Disney for doing the dual release for Black Widow. That they're doing it in the movie theaters, and they're doing like the Stream Plus on Disney.
I mean, I can understand why.
Yeah,
Because
because
do they have a do they have like a set contract with them? Like they're only
oh, I
getting
don't know. I don't know about that.
because I think they get paid like per like
View.
what the box office is.
Uh, well, I mean, you guys. Oh man, you got to think though that the Disney Plus, it's not going to be on Disney Plus for free. you have to pay $30 to watch it
On Disney Plus.
on Disney Plus. It's the premiere. It's the premiere access. Like they did that for Cruella. They did that for that Luca movie, I think it's called, that dragon movie.
Oh, so that's annoying.
Yeah, so it's not like they're not going to still get paid. I mean, they're making people pay for it. I mean, me and Taylor might go and order it because you think about it. If we're going to go to the movie theaters, right? If we're going to go to the movie theaters, we need to get a babysitter, and
Yep.
each ticket's like $12,
Yep.
and then move like popcorn, soda, water, anything. You're already over $30 between paying a babysitter and tickets, driving, time.
It's true.
Or I just pay $30 and then I could watch it.
Okay, when you look at it in that perspective, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But in another perspective, though, it's almost like here's half the game.
Well,
Like,
not really. It's the same movie.
well, no, you're getting the same movie, yeah, but the streaming service is the game, but you only get half of it because you got to pay to get what's on the streaming service. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, ESPN Plus does the same thing. It's like you get ESPN Plus, and then when there's the UFC fights, you have to now pay an additional $60 or whatever for the fight.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Like all of them do that now. It's like like that's like saying like I was actually surprised that WWE didn't do it. And that's probably why they got absorbed by Peacock. But it's like they could have done, $10 a month for, or whatever, even lowered it to $5 a month for WWE Network. And then for like the C and D level pay-per-views, that's included. But then the A and B level pay-per-views, you have to pay an extra $10-15. And people would have paid it.
Oh, people would have paid it for sure. But I
Yeah.
feel like that's the reason of having that like plus subscription. Like you're getting everything that other people don't have by not having it. So you have access to the pay-per-views, you have access to the movies. Like
Yeah.
HBO Max, you had access to like the movie that came out. I granted it was only for like 2 weeks or whatever, but you had access to that movie or whatever. And then
Yeah.
after that, I guess like I don't know, you could purchase it or something. But I mean, either way, it's still good. It's still great for people who don't want to go out, or like you said, who are gonna already have the hassle of paying $30 and trying to find a babysitter. You can just do it at home in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah. And I got this big ass 65-inch. So
Facts. So
Yeah.
it's good to watch stuff.
yeah. All right. So sports and wrestling. Selena Vega is back in WWE, and she's in the Money in the Bank match. Interesting. I mean, there was rumors that she was coming back for a while, but now they've been saying she's been coming back for probably about 3 to 4 months, and she was at the PC. But now it seems a little bit more interesting now that her husband was released like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he doesn't seem very happy about being released. And he's like, I wasn't used properly. I gave ideas. They shot him down, kind of like talking shit, but not really talking shit, just kind of being honest with his experience. And Selena Vega originally got released because they told her she couldn't do Twitch anymore. And she was like, I'm still going to do Twitch. And they were like, okay, if you're going to continue to do Twitch, you're fired. She was like, okay.
Well, that's right before they started doing their own deal too. So
yeah,
I think they were switching over.
But now apparently WWE has apologized to her, and now that she's back, she's still allowed to do her Twitch stream.
That's dope.
Yeah, like she basically was like, listen, you fired me for this, and if you want me back, you got to let me do this. And they were like, okay. And I guess they worked with her.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. I'm glad she's back.
Yeah, I kind of was looking forward to her, like, because Andrade mentioned her like a week before she arrived in WWE, and was like, I think it'd be cool if me and her like team back up in AEW. And I was like, oh, maybe that would be good. And then it didn't happen. But
that would be cool too.
Yeah.
Especially with his whole Black Mask look. Like, she's very into like the Queen of the Damned and stuff like that. So that would have been dope.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Yankees are still bad. They're like one game over 500. They got destroyed on the first game yesterday from the Mets when Chapman basically blew another save This dude has given up runs in 4 out of his last 5 appearances. He's awful. He's terrible. They're going to probably get rid of him or take him from the closer role. The Yankees need to pick it up, or they are nowhere close to making any playoff run. And they're painful to watch. They're just so bad to watch right now. They're just not enjoyable to watch at all. Which might be a good thing for like later in the season. If they're still this bad, tickets will be a lot cheaper.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And it'd be cool if, they start making the comeback to get better.
Yeah, it's just not seeming to happen. I know Brian messaged me and he was like, dude, we should do a pod on the All-Star break and recap the first half of the season.
Do it.
And I was like, yeah, I'm down with that.
Let's do it.
All right, so 3 questions. You already know. Office.
Yes.
You did?
Yes. Like 2 episodes, though.
Whoa.
Yeah. See?
What episodes? What episodes?
I honestly don't remember. It was like the beginning of the week. It's been a long week.
Passport.
No, but I have new motivation. So.
Do you want to express said motivation?
Branching out.
Okay.
Reaching out to different places. So.
Oh, like I said that you need to do in order to need the passport to possibly get booked.
Go, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And Loki, are you caught up? Are you ready for our podcast? Because later today, we are going to recap episode 1, 2, and 3. We thought it was a good idea to do that to get a little bit more focused on the 3 episodes instead of trying to jam pack all 6 episodes and each episode not getting its full attention. So we will be doing 1, 2, and 3 later today. Are you caught up?
So, no, I'm not caught up. But I did watch episode 1 and 2. And it took me, and I'll probably say this on the episode podcast too, but it took me halfway through the episode to get the realization of, oh damn. Wow.
Oh, you have more than I do because I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. And I'll explain it tonight on the podcast.
Oh, okay. I've only watched episode 1 and episode 2, so I'm going to be watching the 3rd episode before we record.
I think I'm going to watch all 3 over again.
I'm going to try to do that.
Yeah.
All right. So for those who don't know, I'm going to say it again to like, share, rate, review, comment, subscribe, and follow Disaster Party on all social media platforms. Thank you. We have a couple episodes coming up. Next week, we have Sarah and Tyler, and they will be sharing their fundraising and their charity work over in the DR. So they're excited to share about that. The week after that, we have Stefano, the owner and manager and the creator of the Meat Wagon.
Meat Wagon.
Over here in NY. And then after that, we're going to finish off the Loki series of episode 4, 5, and 6.
I'm excited for all that. And I'm excited to hear about their work in DR. Because I knew about it, but I never really knew about it. If that makes sense. So I'm excited to learn about it.
True.
Word.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Rob Cedeno.
Oh, whoa, daddy. It's the one true whoa, daddy, Andy Bivians.
And we are out. Bye.